Yes. Welcome back to the Music Box with TNO Sounds. And I'm your host, still in the building, Button.
Your boy, the Mav.
And we got the man called Rucas HE.
In the building.
What you saying here?
The Mav.
No, I gotta get the name because I know your boy something else. So I don't want to come out here and mess up your show. So
No.
what I mean?
Is it a Mache or the Mav? It ain't matter.
The man.
The Mav.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, man, we got the man called Rucas /Rucas HE. It's two different people. Just get it right.
Yeah.
It's two different people. You got Rucas for Grandmasters.
You
I got Rucas HE.
You got different questions, them then?
Yeah. Ain't nothing. We the right here. Watch here.
Two different people, eh? So.
Two different people, bye. Me know how you gonna do here. How you gonna do?
Look, right. So then, that means we're making history now,
Yeah.
Making history.
Yeah.
First time you're interviewing two people
In one.
And the first show.
For the year.
For the year.
Imagine.
Imagine.
In the books.
This guy be jotted down in the book. Vince, take a note of that, bye. Take a note of that. So, tell people who you are.
Which one?
Anyone.
Well, of course, I am Rucas HE.
Yeah.
And everybody know me as Rucas.
Yes.
Some people just say HE. Some people just like to say Empire.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different things people call me. But of course, if I am to give you a small background check on me, I am a soca artist in St Kitts, and I am currently the 2019, and I am wondering if I should say 2020.
Yeah, it's best I assess.
Groovy Monarch.
Yes, you earned that title still.
Yes.
Because it was 2019, 2020.
Yes. So it's the 2019, 2020 Soca Monarch, or the Groovy Monarch, if I should say. And what else? I am also lead vocalist of the Grandmasters Band.
The Honey Band.
A.K.A. the Honey Band.
I mean, I understand how I get that Dubai. Watch here, I'm telling you, it's gonna be mad fun. Is in here in the studio tonight. And like I tell you, it's a demographic of young people in the uprise right now. All right, the boss, we're taking over WINN FM tonight. Just letting you know. So, not your Vince, you're in the boss. I know the boss listening.
Man, what he did smiling for.
I've been so late, but the man didn't ask me nothing.
He's the first man to say, hey, let me go home now. But it's all good. We're here. It's 2021 now. We left all of that in 2020 bits. All right, so Rucas, tell us what you've been up to, man.
Well, for 2020, I have to talk about 2020.
But yeah, that was a difficult year.
2020 has proven that we are not immune to a lot of different things.
Yeah.
It has proven that we have to make sure that we are ready for anything that comes our way. Because 2020 was one of those years that I never thought that I would have ever seen.
Definitely.
Of course, I am a man who goes online and look at stuff. I've heard about pandemics before.
Yeah.
Never thought that I would have been here to witness one myself. Or be around for when one happens. But yet, 2020 came and showed us that, hey, all the plans that you have, one pandemic could cancel everything.
Definitely. And I'm happy you said that too, eh?
One pandemic can cancel everything. And so 2020, of course, without a doubt, was a struggle. And I don't think that it was a struggle in a bad way. And here's why I would say that. It's because as a people, I find that we actually found a way to work within the pandemic.
Yes, definitely.
We found a way to work within
Has to get creative.
this pandemic. And it made a lot of persons become creative and and stepped outside of the box, outside of the norm, and they have created things for themselves that I know will continue even after the pandemic. But it really opened people's eyes.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something, right? So one of my friends was saying that, but I never baked cupcake in my life yet. And the amount of cupcake she sells during that
They sell
pandemic.
it? They
They
sell it?
sell it all I know.
Never be a cupcake and they sell it.
And they're selling. It's just
Wonderful.
time. It's just time, man.
Wonderful, wonderful.
By God's grace, we see it through
Yeah.
2020. And for those who have been lost in 2020, it was saddened, but we still have to fight and go on.
Yeah, definitely. And I will tell you something too, as it pertains to music in 2020. What I find was a struggle for me though in 2020 is that we had to find creative ways in which to get the music out to the people, because it's no longer, or it wasn't any longer where we can hit a stage and get the reaction from the crowd and feed it to them through that medium.
Yeah. Couldn't
And
survive
that
this.
and that was difficult, because let's be honest, you is a soca man. All of us here listen to soca
Definitely.
music, right? We are party animals, you know. And sometimes you might hear a song and it might not hit you
Yeah.
until you hear it in a fit.
And I'm happy you said that, right? And I'm glad you said that, because sometimes you hear a song and a track. You say, I may feeling that there, but you see a different performance with the same track. You say, but this me true now.
Yes. You see, because a live band makes a difference, eh? And a live band makes a difference, and the reaction from the people to the song sometimes is what helps to sell the song. And not being able to have that, it was a bit difficult, and you would realize it across not just here in St Kitts, but of course across the Caribbean. Artists that release songs, if you go and do your stats, if you look up the stats, you would realize that numbers drop
For artists.
Yeah,
Definitely. We
it did.
I mean, we ain't getting no influx of music
Yeah,
right now no more.
it did.
Like,
It did.
you know, and I'm happy you brought that example there, because even so, you know, Trini Carnival usually be around these times. You know, all of September last year, we'd have been hitting some serious soca songs out of Trini.
Yeah.
We ain't here. We barely hear anything.
Yeah.
We barely hear anything. Some drops a few music. Kes did his thing. But you barely heard anything for 2020. Soca, no matter what.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but you know, I still have to say that as an artist, I think that what me and my team try to do is make sure that we keep the people going, because this thing is bigger than us. It's not just about how we feel, but it's about how the fans feel about us as well, or feel about me as an artist. And so they are looking forward to the music, and therefore we have to deliver. We had no choice but to give them something.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and so during 2020 I would have released I think it would have been 3 tracks.
Yeah.
I dropped one at the end of April with King Rama out of St. Martin. That one is called On The Way.
Yeah.
That was the first track for 2020. And then we moved into that track that I released with Adam O. And I think it was just plain.
Yeah.
Live a Little. And then we dropped the track Pop It.
Yeah. With Massa Blue.
With Master Blue. So that would have been the 3 tracks for Rucas HE Empire
For 2020.
for 2020.
Okay.
And also in 2020, I
Yeah.
mean, we but we did some good stuff. But go ahead.
No, I noticed that you did Pop It, right, with Master Blue out of Nevis. What inspired you to do that track?
Pop It. So let me give you the history on this one.
Yeah.
While I was recording the song that I did with Adamo, I usually go to Nevis by Master Blues studio
Yeah.
to drop my vocals. And while recording that, Master was like, "Bye, Lucas. I got something here, you know. I got a beat here that I want you to listen. I think it could be something good." So I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So after we finished the vocals and everything, he let me hear the beat, and it was me and my management in the studio, and but when the beat dropped, I was like, "Are you bad?"
That's it.
Are you bad? I was like, "Are you bad?" No, you see me. Mr. Man, right? I hear a beat and it sound good, right? It sound good, but it's like, sometimes I don't want like gear off the reaction right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they play cool.
So this beat just sound good. Yeah, right. But then after I couldn't hold it, I was like, but this beat hard. And Mache actually had an idea for the beat already. Actually, he had dropped some vocals already.
Yeah?
Yeah, he had already dropped some vocals, he was like, "I vocals by them and laughing after me, bye." Yeah, bye. I let them man hear this here, bye, and them man laughing after me, bye. I'm like, "My blue boy,
no,
what you going with that, dear, bye?" But I love the concept of it, the puppet and actually they play on the concept because the song seemed as if we're talking about popcorn, but of course, we're talking about something else, So the whole play on the concept and everything, I said, man, somebody this could work. Certain things need to change, but it could work.
And I'm glad you said, because I also thought it was about pop. I was like, we can sing about pop it behind. And then you see, I saw the visual with Connie, right? And I just see popcorn just playing. I was like, we can say, man. But then I started to listen more into the song. But then I started to follow what it is you're really saying.
Yes, man.
You know, because
the play on words.
Because if anybody just happened to, who don't listen music on a regular, just happen to come across it, they'll be like, yeah, this man singing more popcorn.
You gotta listen to the words.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to wordplay for real.
So Mache actually had the beat there. He had a concept there. And what we basically did, he sent me the beat, he sent me the concept he had, and I came back to St Kitts, started working on it. But I just couldn't finish it, to be honest. Like, I just could not finish it. I know exactly what I wanted, but to get there, it was like, boy, how?
Yeah.
And I call Mache, said, Mache, boy, I got black.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah. I said, I got black.
black.
I already had like the pre-chorus and all these things down. But it's like, how to swing the verse to get to that.
Yeah.
And Master was like, man, we do this thing. Just come up.
Take the water taxi come over.
Just come up.
And we finish it up there.
I was like, okay, cool. See you Saturday.
Right.
We went up, boom, and we just finished it.
All right. So what inspired, where did it start for Rucas and the musical journey? When I say Rucas,
yeah. I understand what you're saying there.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, so the musical journey would have started for me, it would have been in 2006, actually. And a lot of persons might not know this. And I think I've mentioned it in a few interviews, but for those of you who still don't know, Grandmasters wasn't my first band.
Right. We know where you stem from, especially me.
Grandmasters was not my first band.
Right.
I was almost in a band before the band, before Grandmasters.
Right. Let me hear it.
Which was a band that I think Bagnall was in the band.
Let me tell you something. A lot of artists, musicians stemmed from the band in Market Street. That small little hut.
Yeah. The hut in Market Street.
The hut, a lot of musicians.
But the same band you was in?
Yeah, Button too. Yeah, Button.
Mixer man.
Button was the sound engineer. Button was the sound engineer.
Yeah, a lot of you had like the 2 Sex, you had like the Chubby,
no.
Yeah, like Pinocchio.
Nichubby was around as well.
You had Baggy. You had people pass through that band there.
Why? All Stars passed through there, my boy.
Yes.
All Stars.
And for some reason, at one point, me and when Bagnall was in Foreign, I was at the barbershop and I was doing a live, and he actually came on the live and said, "But we gotta bring back that band there, just for one time, Yeah, we were just. I mean, that's where the growth started from.
I ever play anyway?
No, I wouldn't say play, but probably did like Mache Street Block. That's
Yeah,
it.
well,
Out.
I was not a part of the band. As I say,
Yeah.
I was almost a part of it.
It was almost right.
You know, but for some reason, I feel like when I came along is when the problems came, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was working at Sugar City Rock at that time. And while on radio, and so I used to be like singing songs and so, you know, like singing along and harmonizing and these things and so on. And I think Juzan Duo would have been the one that actually called me. And he was like, "Bah, we got a little band here going on, and yeah, man, we want you to come through, we want you to check out the practice and whatever and so on." You know, I went there, and I went there tonight, and then the next night the man called me, by the band down here.
Stop playing. I hear you say almost, but man,
I almost gained. I was almost a part of the band.
Yeah, it was. But we started a band there a while back though. It was, you know, sometimes I leave school, I got straight band house.
I don't care how old I was.
Bye. Really young man, really
young. Because I started radio like what? I started radio when I was 14 years old, my boy.
See?
Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
14. You know, so I went there, and as I say, next night, band done, and then
the man laughing.
And no, because it's funny, me boy. It's funny. Imagine a man call you, tell you must come be a part of our band. You practice tonight, and then they are called tomorrow, but the band done.
Like, I know he said he armored, but man, expecting him like overnight.
I mean, and that's where everybody went their separate ways, and you had people ending up in Collision Band. You went to Grandmaster's
Band.
No.
Well, actually, I went Movements.
Movements Band.
The Movements Band.
That was with Boogie them and stuff like that.
I get one play out with Movements.
Yes.
One play out, me right.
And then you move.
And then, but the band break up again. Another band done in. So I finally get now and now, bye, band done again.
Band done again.
So I walk out, you got a music problem.
But at least I get a float in that one.
I get one. I get one float. Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
I get one float, but I think it was 2 sec. It was 2 sec. Buji was in the band. Rabos was the drummer. Charlie was the guitarist. Ketty Dan was in the band. Yeah, Ketty was
in both actually.
Yeah, Ketty was in this band with us as well. Nietzsche used to come around as well, but he never joined the band. But he used to come around the practices and stuff like that. Right. You know, you was the sound engineer.
Again?
Yeah, man. The man with the touches.
I tell you, I know me things still. I know me things still. Don't judge me. I know what it is I'm doing.
Nobody judge you.
And Cohen was the manager at one point there.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh, because you sure. Button wasn't the problem?
By me, no by.
Couldn't be by.
Can't say he was in the next band too, and you only get one blow and then.
Yeah, man. But actually, movements actually did a song to him.
Yeah, I know it. Buji sang it.
Yeah.
Buji sang on that one.
Yeah. You know, but I think we lasted a year. That band lasted a year.
Hey, man, Button was the problem.
The band lasted a year.
The man you're drilling me by. But wait.
And then 2007 is when I went into the Grandmasters band, and here I end up in Masters now. I went in for Kitchen Superstar, actually, you know, and well, you know what, the man do things. The man cheat me off, you know. Yeah. Once me make it to the next one, but the man cheat me, you know. So didn't make it, but of course, you know, people heard me and stuff like that. And so I was living in the village, and I used to go around the band house and so listen to them, man. And by David also was the one that was like, I listen you on that shot here, and you could sing. But you could sing. But watch you. But my one next singer.
He was Smiley alone.
No, it was Smiley and Mali at the time.
Right, Mali. Yeah.
But my one next singer. I said, yeah. I said, okay, cool, what you mean? So they say, man, my master going done to buy. Because if anybody going down here, I walk up a master going, I don't know why.
Bye.
It make the sense feel good. Hype. Man, they tell you, but come, man. But yeah, okay, I'll come.
But I went there and sang like, the man called Wingo and the man was like, bye, Wingo, man got singer here.
Yeah.
Just listen him out and so, you know. So Wingo came band house and so. And the man run a few songs. And I just, you know.
How was the reception?
It was good, you know. I started to harmonize with Smiley and Washington Sound and mind, this was a Thursday night. No, this was a Thursday night, my boy. And Wingo was like, boy, but the boy sound good. Anyway, fellas, we playing tomorrow night. Come, Joe.
Yeah.
That's it, the bar in the band.
Bye.
Yo.
And that was it. By the band, boy.
We do that.
No. Whenever you're talking like Wingo, you gotta give it out for yourself.
You gotta give it. Yes.
But yeah, but trust me, boy, yeah, man. Wingo tell me, boy, yeah. So I'm good, but I'm playing Saddlers tomorrow. Come through.
Wow, just so.
I say, what? You say, what?
You're done in the back.
We playing what?
Saddlers.
I said, baby, we gotta close. I watch it, and the man, no, because I mean, you're stepping up into this entertainment business and so like.
He wasn't prepared.
I said, but I'm gonna close to go float it. What you gonna do? I said, but the fun anything will come.
They got him have laughing. Bye.
I said, okay, then cool. So I went on, you know, and of course, you know, the first play out, of course, you know, Mr. Shy Guy. You know, I mean, the staying in the back. You understand? But yeah, but I wish the mixer could have heard me.
But look at him now.
By hiding.
Look at him now. The man on the front line. You check.
That's how it'll be. It take you a while, and you have to build up the confidence, like.
Bye. Took a while, though, eh? Took a good while for me to, you know, kind of understand what is needed of me in the band and what is needed of me as an entertainer. And once I found exactly what I am good at, what my strengths are, then that is what I started to play on. You know, I started to play on my strengths, and I just grew from there.
All right. So tell me, name some of the influential persons that mold your career as a singer right now.
I would definitely got to start from when I started to DJ my bike, because my father played a very vital role in me being in the music business.
Yeah.
And my father was a DJ, and I started DJing at the age of 8 years old my bike. Yeah, so that is where my musical background came from. I sure you got people know that ain't even know that I was a DJ my bike. You know? But I used to DJ. I used to do backyard parties in the village and stuff like that. And then you know, I started to do pan scan parties is what I used to prefer my bike.
Pan scan.
Yeah, bye. With boots. Yeah, bye. Pan scan party, you can't even reach a mixer board. I stand up on 2 malt box.
Wow, with a musical journey, man.
Coming from farm, bye.
Yeah.
You know, so I would definitely have to say that my father is who basically introduced me into this whole music vibe. Taught me about bars and beats per minutes and all these different things, you know.
When to bring it in, you know.
Yeah, and that really went a long way, you know. And a lot of people might not know, but my father was a DJ, but the man had all these other, you know, rhythm box and so RX5 and 7 and, you know, Akai 1000 and these things and so, you know.
Flap it this day.
Yeah, but I understand this thing loading up. Yeah, you know, so I had these times, me by as a youngster.
Yeah,
I was exposed to these things, you know. Man, like Chris from Grandmasters used to be down there and them box there. Ras Kelly used to be down there on these box, you know. So I was exposed to that life from small, me by.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't think that is no coincidence that I'm in a band all today.
Bye. No, the man out front Gain. He want to walk up.
You understand? Oh, yeah, bye. I know, you see, whenever you got something to walk in, you got walk it.
You know? All right, so.
Don't change the formula.
But where do you get the inspiration from to create such music?
Why? Inspiration. I would say that it comes naturally, my boy. Like, well, let me not say naturally. Because I think how I am able to create is from things that happen around me, boy. Like going to a party and seeing certain things happening. Hearing people talk about certain things, because you always have to stay on top of things. You always need to know what people are into, what people are running with.
That's true.
At the time, you know, and trust me, every year is something different. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
we are such creative people that certain things don't last for too long, my boy. Sometimes you might hear something running from January to June, but you're crazy, boy. By June 31st, you're going to change that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that, by that you done gone in, and young people got this way like, you still with that?
But yeah.
These young people savage body. They're
Savage.
savage body. Like,
things
you come
don't
with a
last
slang
long
on them,
with
man,
them.
like, but you still using that there, but yeah, man, man, gone from that there, boy.
Long
Yeah,
time.
but who just said that?
School children.
Who just said that? You know, so you have to be in it, and you have to know exactly what is happening.
Right.
And I find that is what gives me my inspiration, just knowing what is happening and, you know, just going around and finding topics to sing on.
Okay. Now, what would you say is your biggest hit regionally or internationally?
I swear by
Swear. Tell us about the creative process behind Swear, though.
Swear. So I wanted to do an Afro soca. And while writing that, I actually got some help from I think she's a Nigerian. Yeah, I actually got some help from a Nigerian, and I was like, I want to, you know, like put in something to kind of connect the song. She was like, how about you use a word in one of the Nigerian languages? I was like, I was like, well, me none. She said, but I hear. I was like, okay, cool. I said, well, give me one no. You know, she was like,
Yeah.
Ego. So I was like, so what I mean? But you know what I mean?
I hear him trying to wonder. I hear it, but no, I want to know what it mean.
Ego. I was like, what? She was like, it means to dance.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
So if I was to sing that in English, right? And I want to show you, right, how one word could change a song, maybe. If I was to sing that in English, you know what the song may be? Dance, dance with me. Dance, dance
true.
with me.
Yeah.
So I'm basically saying dance twice, but using a different language, you know? Like, ego, dance with me.
And
But it's the same word.
if you didn't say it,
Exactly.
people like me would know. Because I just hear it, okay, it's a word man, but it's so good in the song.
Yeah, ego means to dance, and then what really made the song took off is the dance that was attached to the song, which my sister created, you know. Yeah, but my sister was like, oh yeah, but we could just dance to that there, but you mean, by? Yeah, but it's like, my sister answered my phone, and I was like, yeah, let me show you got it. You know what I mean? And she was like, you know what I mean? You know, show me some swift movements and so on. I was like, yeah, I gonna come by you for the rest of the week. I can't catch that there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I gotta get that there like over the span of a week, you know, and I learned it. And we did a video. We did a lyrical video, which also had the dance in it.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first time that was done in St Kitts as well, where you have a lyrical video
with a dance.
with dancing in it. You know?
Right. That's true.
Yes. It was the first time it was ever done here in St Kitts.
I think is Bijan did that for you.
Bijan, no. It was Capo.
Capo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Capo was the one that actually did that for me. You know, and then after we did that, you had artists like Claudette Peters and stuff like that just loving the song, and they started sharing it on their Facebook page and all these things, and that is where the song took off.
All right, so Sexy Dance. You and Adam O linked up, not for Sexy Dance, for
Live a Little.
right, Live a Little. Sorry. Tell me how that happened.
Okay. You want the full history, boy?
I mean, sum it up for me.
Okay, so
Give me the short story.
Okay, so basically, this song was it wasn't intended to be done with Adamo.
Right.
To be honest, this song was intended to be done with what's his name out of Trinidad, Tado. Give me the man. I ain't a man type.
Come, now you just can't give me Tado. Jamie, who is that? Did not.
Yeah, man.
Baby, not who that be?
Give me,
The man said Tado.
Man, I can't remember his name.
It's there, my tongue now.
Exactly. X Factor. He went and Ola Tune.
Ola told you. Right.
Ola, you got children name, man. Tado. Yeah, but I bet your children name to Tado, man.
But hey,
Like you know how to come, doesn't know why.
No, you couldn't just give me that name about Tado and expect
Tado.
Yeah. Ola told you.
Yeah, Ola. So this song was intended to be done with Ola. Actually, we had reached to the point where we already spoke to management.
Yeah.
We met in Anguilla because we went to perform for Powder Fete in Anguilla. And we met there, we stayed at the same hotel, everything. Gave him a listen of the track and everything. And boy, we were ready to do this thing, my boy. And then management tell me, boy, Ola going through a little phase here, boy. You know? We're going on with him, but going through a little phase. And
Was that the same time when he had his foot broken?
yeah, around
That same time.
Yeah, around that same time there, and and like things just never picked up from there, because I think when we did get the chance again to do it, that was when he went to I think it was the X Factor, the X Factor show.
Yeah.
And things went through bush, and I was like, you know what, I'm time to move on. We need to do this project, and so I reached out to Adam, and right away Adam just jumped on it, and believe it or not, we had that song seen down for 2 years.
Say it again for the people in the back.
we had that song sitting.
Because I in the back seeing them to you.
Yeah, we had that song sitting for 2 years, my boy.
Yeah.
So this song wasn't nothing that we just created like in 2020. And this song was written by Simone. I think I should put that out there.
I think I had mentioned that before.
Yeah.
The same time you had released it.
Yeah.
I mentioned that it was written by Simone as well.
Yes, this song was written by Simone, Colin Wyatt.
Yeah.
And we got the beat from a producer out of the Virgin Islands, Rain Man. And I'm telling you, my boy, like when Simone finished the song, we went and we dropped vocals, my boy. Like we had vocals there all the time. Like the song was just there. A few persons actually heard the song. Long time ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. When we launched the Rucas HE Empire, we actually previewed the song at the launch.
I was there.
Exactly.
We
previewed the song.
That's true.
At the launch, and then we just never dropped the song because we figured that it wasn't time. Sometimes you have a song and you just it's like by the time you just say right, ain't right.
And you is not the first artist that came in here and said that. They always say timing is always gotta be on point.
It got to be
because you might be in the studio and something pop up in your head, or you might be home or wherever, and you go record the song, but this song you record, nothing around you at the time is going on about it, but you just pop up in your head.
And you know who I learned that from? Infamous, right? At the same time, we used to be road dogs. We always together. And those are the times when sometimes Infamous got in studio for almost a whole night. And like he recording like 5 songs. And then he said, but listen to these here. And it's like years after is when the man bringing out these songs here. I said, but dog, I swear I hear this song before, you know.
Yeah.
I said, but this is some song I don't had those record and put on. And I must say kudos to all the artists who does that. Timing is right.
Yeah, you have to catch it at the right time, because as he rightfully said, sometimes the topic that you are singing on is not what is popping right now. So it's like, bye, no, it ain't happening. Something else happening. You know how much songs I recorded in the last 2 years, maybe, and just got at just go back, sit down. Sit down. Don't come here. Sit down. And then COVID-19 dropped me by. Corona dropped, and I was like, this the time. Yeah. This is it here now. The time has arrived. But this song now, a pandemic they coming here. But you know it coming. You understand? Bam, drop the song. I was like, cool. This is the right time. This is time to tell people to live their life. Yeah. Free up. You know?
All right. So we see Corona started now, and we didn't have the usual festivities last Sugar Mass 49. We had to take some of these things to the virtual stage. How was that for you? How you adjusted to that? Doing it virtually, don't have any crowd in front of you. How was that for you?
I wouldn't say that it was difficult for me personally, because I think coming from radio, and I am going to tap into your field now. Yeah. Coming from radio, it teaches you to have a wide imagination, my man. Like right now, we're here talking, we're now listening.
Yeah, that's true.
But we're having a conversation.
And before you answer, they're going to say, I say he probably feel comfortable because he done radio before. Like he just in the studio like here, nobody around, he ain't seen no crowd. So it's like a familiar feeling.
Like you need to have a deep imagination, my boy, in order to get these things pulled off. And it's not everybody could do it. It's not everybody is able to do it. So I wanna big up you guys for for being able to have such a wide imagination, because you just have to imagine that people listening, and when you say something you walk up by, but she laugh. But you're crazy.
But you see,
I was funny just now. She laugh.
I did the Juve virtual jam, and I telling you, I just had to act like there's a crowd out there, like I am the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You just got to tap into your imagination. So for me, it wasn't difficult, and also you have to remember that we did some virtual stuff during the campaign season as well. Yes. And that kind of set the stage as well to, it set the stage as to what to expect for a virtual event. Yeah. You know, and so it wasn't really that difficult for me.
Okay then. So let's drag you back to Rucas of Grandmasters, right? How long you have been with the band?
From 2007 till now would be what, 13 years?
Yeah.
13?
No, well,
13
18.
What?
18.
But you gotta buy?
What you say 13?
13 or 14 years, why?
What you saying?
But what kind of would you buy?
I mean, you know. I'll tell you tonight.
Pull out the calculator here.
I bet you pull out the calculator too here.
No, I type it.
Anyways, so you've been with the band
for about 13, 14 years.
That amount of years. And how many albums were you on with the Grandmasters band?
But since 2007.
The man telling you.
Since 2007.
Since the night.
Oh, look. I got
do the Hicks again. Since the night when Hicks said,
boy.
You got everybody there laughing, boy.
Play it out tonight. You going sad lads. Going on there, so come through. Bye. Body boy could sing.
So you've been with the Grandmasters band for such period, and you know, if you had to put a number to albums, it would be many, at least.
Yeah, for the amount of years that I've been in the band.
Right.
I've been on every album.
With the exception of last year, because y'all didn't drop a whole.
No, we didn't drop a whole album last year.
I mean, 2020.
2020, yes.
Yeah.
We just dropped 2 tracks.
Right.
Which one was mine, of course.
Yes.
You know. But my first song in Grandmasters, and you should know this was Balance. And Balance came out of Movement's band.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it now, you know. A lot of years and gone, nobody could sue me now.
Yeah. the band not
The
deserve.
band ain't there. So I have to say it now. But Balance was actually at one of the last chants that I made in Movements before the band broke up. And so I went into Grandmaster's band with that chant. But of course, it was a different rhythm.
Yeah.
Because, you know, David came with a different rhythm and I chanted that on it. And my first year in Grandmasters, I joined in August of 2007. So, of course, you know, Carnival was just around the corner.
Yeah.
You know, and that was my first time writing a song.
And I told you that you had to bring your materials.
But yeah, but I mean nothing but writing. I mean nothing but writing a song, right? You understand? But I mean going to school and so, you know, I was good at poetry and stuff like that. You know, so I figured but I can't be that hard, but you gotta be something like poetry. You got just telling a story.
Tell a story.
Just tell a story somehow.
Because what he named said it to us last week, mentioned that poetry leads to music.
Yes.
You know, if you know poetry, you can write music.
Does me buy. If you see me look, if you see when I write like something nice and so to tell somebody by sexy body, well put together, you know. And I say it, you know, it's well put together.
But
you know, so
I want to go back on something we were talking about before, which would help with writing with artists. Is like you have to be social to it.
True.
Go out and experience things. So your mind could be open and tap into a lot of different things. Not just on the media watching things, but you go out and experience different parties, different events, different little social things to get your mind going. So you know like what's going on out there. So you give you different ideas for different songs and different concepts. You check? So it's like definitely, man. You know, and but writing my first song was a challenge for me, boy. It was really a challenge, and it's not just one song I wrote. I actually wrote 2 songs on the first album, namely Balance, and I had a slow song called I Don't Know. I don't know what you came here for.
By me, you see, sometimes I just wish like sometimes the bands could take us way back. Come on,
you know,
come
like
on.
that was like one of my first songs. And if you listen to that song, poetry me by.
Yes.
Poetry, like you're just telling a story, you know. And I almost won road match. First year in Grandmaster's band, not knowing how to write a song, first time writing a song.
Yeah.
But Balance mash up the road.
That's true.
Balance mash up the road by to the point, right? And who beat me for road march was Smiley. So the band still won the road march, but we actually had 2 songs. We had Boom Bam Bam and Balance. And Boom Bam Bam actually won the road march.
Yeah.
I think was by 1 or 2 points. You know?
So you was right there.
Yeah. To the point where when they announced that Master got road march, everybody was like, bye, Balance, bye. Deserve it, bye.
You're thinking it's Rucas.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, Balance, bye, Balance hard, bye. Yeah, Boom Bam Bam. I think when Sensei was on the radio at the time, and Sensei was like, Boom Bam, who? Name so.
Then we did boom.
Yeah. You know, so it was a nice experience to me. You know, joining the band and being able to experience different things, you know.
Okay, so what's next for Rucas HE?
2021. Like, we are fresh in the year.
Well, hoping that everything gets better during this year.
But honestly, I don't see things getting better before half of this year. And that's just me being honest with myself.
Yeah.
I don't see things getting better before half of the year. I think things are going to get better anytime, like after summer.
That's true.
That is what I am seeing right now.
For the first 6 months of the year.
Yeah. So we could count out the first 6, maybe. You know, and let's just hope that we could have some summer festivals. Hope. Let's hope. Because I could tell you right now, say Mache in a carnival, and this might be the second time around now not having a carnival.
Yeah.
So yeah, say Martin don't have to list me by anybody in the first 6 months of the year.
Yeah.
Carnival gone in again for them me buy.
Yep.
Bye.
So this is round 2. This is round 2, and honestly, we haven't put a plan in place as yet.
Yeah.
And it's just yesterday management actually told me, hey, we need to have our meeting and work out what is going to be the plan moving forward, you know. And I have a really good team, to be honest. Like, I have a manager, an assistant manager. We just recently added an MD, which is a music director.
Yeah.
You know, and my music director right now is Master Blue. Hence the reason why you see Master Blue, you know, out playing with me and you know, and stuff like that. You know, so we are just trying to make sure that we have a formation and keep that formation as strong as possible. And that has been our strength. Our strength has been always being able to have a team that helps to move things forward. And we don't try to do everything ourselves. And that's something I want to talk to some artists about, you know, but that will be for another show. You know, don't try to do everything yourself.
Right.
You know, you need a team behind you. You definitely need a team. You know, and don't always feel like a man can't get an idea. Don't feel like as if a man can't write a song for you, because a lot of them have a deep issue with that. Like, the greats do it.
Exactly.
But nobody, I feel Marshall right back. I be kissed away on somebody, but I don't know right.
They got ghostwriters.
I just wonder if these man don't go on YouTube and say like,
See.
check out,
Check the details of the song.
Check the details. Don't just listen to the song. Check the details of the song.
You would see song written by
It'll tell you.
Rucas Pemberton or
Even
something.
on the album, you go down, straight down the line.
Yeah.
Right, them and the whole album and them ain't write nothing.
That's
Them
true.
ain't write nothing. You know, because writing is a business. It is a business.
You buy
You know,
beats, you
and
buy-
that is why
you buy-
I have always tapped into that market, my boy. I've been tapping into that market for a very long time now. Fantastic Thunder done wait for me. Simone wrote for me twice. Highlight has written for me. And the song that Highlight wrote was Broke Out. Highlight was the one that wrote Broke Out.
I'm put on my headphones. Good.
Yeah.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Telling you.
Because-
Mr. Kishan.
You know, people think that they don't need help. And Mention said it. And I know a lot of youths look up to Mention as a legend, right? And he said it. Said, I wish people would come and ask me more to do collabs and things like that there. Don't be afraid to ask. He said it. He said to the youths, don't be afraid to ask for help.
But no, look, this thing is a business. It is a business, you
Right.
know. And I could stay here and tell you, but that like we have spent some crazy money on music, my boy. And sometimes we don't look at the money that we're spending, but we try to look at where it can get us.
Right.
You know, because we have a particular writer that we work with, who writes for artists like Marshall, Tian Winter, Claudette Peters. He writes for all sorts of people, by Mache. I don't know if you know that song. I may not remember.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
he is the one that's responsible for those type of songs, and we have been working with him for the last 3 years now. So Commanac 2017 was the first time we worked with him. Even though we did not capture the crown in 2017, we placed first runner-up. Of course, after winning in 2016, we came first runner-up in 2017. We worked with him in 2018 with Good Vibes Alone. We won in 2018, and we worked with him again in 2019 with Family Trait. And Family Trait, we went all out with that song, my boy, and we have to give thanks to the Carnival committee the past one, under the leadership of Mr. No Mills, who kind of gave us some assistance with that. Whereas when I won the Sokomanak in 2018, part of that winnings was, I think, was 2,500 US to work with the Red Boys in Barbados.
Yeah.
But of course, we had to fly ourselves there because these guys don't work with people unless you are coming to them. Like, they prefer for you to be there in order to work with them.
Because not only that, they want to make sure that you're serious.
Yes.
Right? And not wasting the time.
Yes. And these guys said straight up, we have a rep to protect.
Yeah.
We have a rep to protect, you know. And so we spent our own money and we went there. You know, I was there for 3 days working with the Red Boys, and it was a crazy experience, me by. You see, when you look at people and you say, "But these man don't create all these hits by, okay, I'm gonna work with these man, you know, by, you know, and
they get the jitters.
quite naturally, you know, you get the butterfly and them things,
Yeah.
so you know what I mean, like, by going to work with these superstars, man, that don't create mega hits, but you reach there and it's like,
it's an overwhelming feeling.
I read there, but it's too normal, man. Too normal, man, me bye. Yeah, bye. But the man, no paste, the man, no poop and so.
Yeah.
I just say, like, it's too regular, guys, me bye. The man cool, the man down to earth, and what I enjoyed about that experience is that they actually said what they were doing. Like, during the process, they was like, Rucas, we're gonna put in this sound because this is what this sound is for. This sound should be hitting this frequency. If you listen in a headphone, the man put on the headphone and I was like, okay, listen to this here. Sound good, right? Okay, cool. Okay then. So I'm gonna tweak here now. Okay, tell me how sound now. Okay, cool. Like, I felt that part of the process me by. It's like,
as you should be. As you should be.
I felt that part of the process me by, you know, and like, I would work with these guys any day me by once I got the money. I work.
And you said the name was
Red Boys.
Red Boys.
The Red Boys.
The Red Boys.
Out of
Barbados.
you know, and like, if you had to round up the amount of money that was spent on that song me by, that was like $5,000 me by. One song.
See, I mean, I just keep telling, like, artists, you gotta take your craft serious, eh? You don't know where you could end up. You just can't stay in the little circle. You gotta step outside the circle.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? You can't fit a square in a circle, eh? The shape ain't gonna look good.
Nope.
It ain't gonna look good.
Ain't gonna fit.
Eh?
Ain't gonna fit.
Imagine the shape ain't gonna look good.
It ain't gonna look good. Well, imagine trying to be a square in a circle. Oh. A Meek Mill says so. Don't try to be a square in a circle.
Yeah, but you must look like SpongeBob and Patrick mixed by.
Hey, yo. What kind of shape that? A square in a circle. Tell me what shape that be. I mean, I can't tell you.
A squircle.
A squircle.
A squircle, man.
I wasn't ready for that one.
I tell you, when I go home and drop that there and I post it, I say, this shape is a squircle. Okay? Who can say so? You know, but I mean, we gotta understand what I'm saying. You gotta step outside the box or step outside the circle sometimes.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And you gotta take your craft serious. You gotta sell yourself sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Be serious with it. Don't feel like, okay, you're doing music, but where you doing it? You gotta do radio content, clean versions, if you want people to hear you. You know what I mean? Don't just post it on Facebook. You only reach as far.
I'm gonna lay you in on something too. This is something that we've been talking about for some time now, and it's a project that we have been working on. And I think this year, we will definitely have to put it together.
Right.
We have been talking about a Kings of Kings project, which we have already started working on, where we have been recording songs with different artists or kings in their own right around the region. For example, Adamo, King Ramo, out of St. Martin. We did a song with Menace XL
Yeah.
out of Antigua. And talking about Menace XL, that song actually made it to Soca Gold.
By Menace. By
Soca Gold.
I must tell you, I've worked with some of these artists in doing stage production and pyrotechnics. And I tell you, the kind of energy.
Menace.
Like,
Yeah.
by the year when he won, I can't even remember, he won a year there, but he deserved it. By, like, crowd was just breaking.
With
down the
Tanya?
back. I think so.
Tanya, yeah.
Dude, crowd just breaking down the barricades, like. And the next year when we went down, they had those reinforced barricades this time. Because people shoved down the barricades. Fireworks going off in front of the stage and nobody care to move.
But Soca Gold was a big thing for us, my boy. Like,
And congrats
yeah.
on that
Yeah.
as well.
Thanks, buddy. Trust me, my boy. Like, Soca Gold was a big deal for us, my boy. Like,
But-
when VP Records reached out to us, right? I was like when I received the email, I was like, VP, who? I know. I said, but these men don't talk to people like me, by them man talk to Quanix and them and answer by.
But you see, a lot of people don't know.
Them man don't talk to artists like me, by. Me? Rucas HE, he getting an email from VP Records, by. I gonna make sure that it's these people here, by, like, what? Soca Gold. I said, by, my father got all these Soca Gold home in the house, by.
And I was just about to say that.
Me sang. I sang the idol going on Soca Gold. How? I said, somebody pulling on. I said, man, no, by. And the man is calm, man. He was like, yeah, bro, this thing happening now, eh? I was like, what? I said, this thing serious, boy? Man, I said, yeah, boy.
Wow.
Thing serious? Yeah, boy, we try to make it Soca Gold at number 3. I was like, what? What you telling me, boy? I said, what you telling me, boy? Number 3 on the album, I said, what? I said, stop playing with me, boy. Stop playing with me.
All right, Rucas, just before we wrap up, right, we always ask the closing question. Where do you see the entertainment industry striving now from then?
We got a lot of work to do, boy.
You see, you just by the fact that you blow off.
Yeah,
I know
That was a hard bluff.
Oh, yeah, man. But we got a lot of work to do, my boy. I got a lot of gripes with the industry, my boy. I got a lot of gripes, my boy. A lot of gripes that many men want to discuss too much right now, you know. But like one of my biggest issues right now is like one of my biggest gripes right now is with promoters who just don't value the artist, my boy. You know. I don't know. I don't know how to put this, you know, but I would simply say that sometimes people need to book artists for their talent and not based on your budget. You know, I mean, if your budget can't handle me, then I understand. We could have a different conversation.
Let you be the one to make that
yeah,
decision.
but don't come and tell me I got $500 by I perform for 30 minutes. No, that ain't how this thing work. You don't come and poise me. You can't poise me. You can't.
You come and ask.
You can't poise me like. No man, you move like iron a shelf in Rams.
You walking well, you're taking your hand, you're pointing gun, and you just.
No, that ain't how this thing work. Let me decide.
Yes.
By this is my price, and you walk out by Rucas by I can't do it.
I'm afraid of that. We got Rucas. What you got? We got for 300.
Easy, so. No better than that. No better than that, man. You know, man, come through with a price gun, I just scared. Just.
I know. Like, I always have a problem with that, my boy.
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me how much you give me. You look, you don't know what my value is. You don't know what I value myself at or what my product costs.
Exactly.
Don't come tell me, boy, and give me this. This is what you got. Buy me and more than that deal. Check, you know, no, ask me my price. Let me tell you answer about Rucas by main thing I'm gonna be able to lift up that deal, you know. And then let's
negotiate.
Let we be the one now to say, okay, what is your budget? And let we decide that by okay, cool. You know, but don't just come and poise me just to buy. Otherwise, I'm going to walk off yourself.
Okay then. So, second question. The powers that be, and you know who the powers are. Let's just say that. You think they are taking the industry serious?
At the moment, no.
The entertainment industry.
No, bye.
Why you feel that way?
No, bye. I think we are yet to see where people start to tap into what we call entertainment tourism, by. And until that start to happen, I can't consider anything that anybody is doing serious, by.
Thank you very much.
To be honest, like we have to tap into that. And if you are going to sit here and tell me that you don't have people here who can carry the brand of St Kitts and Nevis out there on a wider scale, then it means that no, you ain't serious. You're not serious. I see this all over the place, me boy. Whenever I go to Miami and these things and I see these shows and so, like, these artists are on the stage and all they are there to do is just to promote their country. They are just there to promote their country and their carnival and what's not. You know, and we can do this. Why St Kitts can't do it? But we could do it. But we could do it. You know, but nobody is taking that serious. Like, nobody is willing to tap into and let's be honest, like we are into tourism now. That is just another sector of tourism that can work.
I happy you box the teeth them out my mouth. Currently, I'll put in false teeth because I think and I'm so happy that you said that because majority of the artists that pass through on our show, they always stress that they're not taking the entertainment industry serious. It can be developed into something bigger than what it is. I feel like they're keeping us captive here. So it's making us work even harder to push ourselves on the outside of the circle.
Yep.
It's like they don't see it as something important, which is something that's everyday. Entertainment is everyday.
It's a job.
It's a job. It's a real job.
I just feel like they don't take it serious because it don't bother them, by.
Yeah, it ain't gonna bother them.
It don't bother them, by. The man ain't going to no party and so by. The man ain't coming out and party with nobody. So it's like if that fall off, it's like, but I'm mad at me, by.
Yeah. All right, so Rucas, any final words just before we leave?
Well, I would just like to say that I am delighted to be on this show with the TNO family.
Yeah.
Here on WINN FM, on the music box, in the music box. I don't know how you all say it.
The music box.
The music box. The music box.
Yeah, and that's the map.
The map. Hey, man, you're kidding me, boy. So it's you know, it's a pleasure being on the show for the first time, and I hope I can come back sometime.
Too easy.
You know.
All our guests will be back. Believe me, I'm telling you this.
And I would just like to say to people out there, you know, don't give up hope. I think we made it through 2020 for a reason.
Yeah.
We made it this far for a reason. And we are going to make it through 2021 as well.
Yeah.
And we are going to be victorious. And that is my message.
Oh, bye. Oh, bye. All right, so that is our show right here on WINN FM 98.9, the music box with TNO Sound. I am your host, Button.
Your boy, The Maver.
And Rucas HE in the building.
Yeah, the Rucas.
The Rucas. And we are signing out tonight. Until next week, Monday, right here, Stick and Stay, 8 p.m. sharp. We will be back with episode 21. So,
in 2021.
In 2021. So, good night to you. You always remember someone in the world going through some struggles much worse than you. So, who are you to judge? All right, good night. Love you guys.
Yeah, man. Good night.
WINN is